What's up, and welcome to episode 8 of the PT Podcast. Woo! Yes, before we begin, we have a little idea we want to do. We want to do like some type of Q&A here soon. So if you are watching YouTube or you're listening on Spotify or if you're seeing us on TikTok or whatever, comment, go somewhere or Instagram or wherever. Comment or DM us and ask us a question because we want to know what you guys have for us, what questions you have. And we're going to do like a Q&A segment here soon, as soon as we can. But this will only work if you send us questions.
Yeah.
If we get just like one or two, that won't really work. So we need a few. Ask us multiple questions. If you want to ask us like 3, a lot, just ask us whatever you want. But yeah, we want to do some type of Q&A thing soon. So again, thank you all for the support so far. This is pretty cool.
Really?
We're gaining more followers on everything.
Thank you all.
Really?
Yeah, but without further ado, prepare yourself for a session of awkwardness. Here we go again. Here we go. We're never ready, but we have to be. It is time
Something like that.
for Presley Thoughts.
Mind-numbing awfulness that
Yes.
makes me happy or cry.
Yeah.
Or happy
Or
tears.
turn against everyone and
crying,
sitting
maybe.
at the table.
Yeah, that's fair. I would, yeah.
Yeah, we did have a unanimous agreement on a Presley Thought last episode.
That is true.
That was pretty amazing.
That is pretty amazing.
I don't know. I don't know what it was over. I think it's the first time though.
I think we had a few of
yeah.
those, actually.
Well, I mean, we all have different, like, we agree with different people on here, but I don't think everyone's
There's
agreed on
usually at
one.
least one or two that disagree.
Yeah.
Usually.
But anyway, let's kick it off. Number 1. Everyone's going crazy about companies turning vegetables into hamburgers when cows have been doing it for years.
Oh, whoa.
I mean,
so savage.
That's cool.
that's cool.
Yes.
It
and no.
It completely passes by the point of it, but I am still with you. I mean, it avoids the issue at hand, but I'm still with you.
You know what was funny is that as a kid, I thought that the reason why it was called a hamburger instead of a cheeseburger
Ham.
is that they fed the cows ham. So that would make sense. Is all
I can
burgers
see-
just a veggie burger?
I can see how you got there.
Yeah. I mean, I was like 8, but yeah.
Dude,
Wow.
KFC just came out with like Impossible Chicken or whatever. Oh. And I've seen
What's that?
like just it non-meat.
It's supposed to
Yeah.
taste like chicken, but
But-
it's either
it's
either
like-
vegetarian or vegan.
But yeah, this is what's funny about it. It's neither.
Wait, really?
What are you talking about?
Wait, what?
What is it then?
I don't understand why. Yeah,
is it, like,
there's been this
synthetic?
rave on TikTok about it. It apparently it is terrible. Like it's horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not vegan and it's not vegetarian, but it's not meat.
So it's just all in the name.
Stick to over frying everything, KFC. Come on.
Yeah, my gosh.
Extra crispy. It's the way to go.
Yeah.
That's right.
Your company's based in Kentucky. You had one job.
Just put all those herbs and spices and just fry that up with no meat. That's vegetarian.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, just the
Just
batter.
deep fry
Yeah,
a whole
the
bunch of
batter.
herbs and spices.
Do that.
That would be good. You could have that as a side item. Oh.
KFC Crispies.
I feel like McDonald's.
Not
chicken is
sponsored, but we can
impossible.
be if you want to be.
Yeah.
no.
KFC hit us up.
McDonald's has been making the Impossible Burger forever. There's no telling what they make.
Oh yeah, exactly. That's just called their Big Mac.
Yeah, actually, I watched, believe it or not, like a 15-minute documentary on how they make most of their food, and I couldn't believe half of it. I thought it was going to be way worse. but
No,
it wasn't.
actually, yeah, like a lot of their burgers are actually fresh and not frozen.
Well, I wouldn't say they all get shipped frozen.
No. There's this TikTok page that I follow, and yeah, like, okay, so the Big Mac burgers, or no, the Quarter Pounders, the Quarter Pounder burgers, those come in fresh,
Weird.
but everything else is frozen. I was surprised that
So,
even
like
just
what
a
Zach
certain
just
type
said.
of.
Yeah.
No, he said everything comes in frozen.
I thought it did.
No, I
Yeah.
said
Well, okay,
the
fair
Quarter Pounder
enough.
burgers are fresh.
Okay.
Well, I was surprised by that.
The more you know.
I figured everything was frozen too.
See how they make their nuggets? That stuff is disgusting. It's,
just
like
pink
pink.
slime.
No, it's the
goo.
pink goo. Yeah,
That's
That's
the
all I
Impossible.
ever
That's
get
the
there.
Impossible chicken
Impossible
right there.
chicken.
But hey,
Yeah.
those are some good nuggets.
They're so good. I don't like to like them, but they
Yeah.
are good.
What's number 2? What you got?
Number 2. Why is ketchup refrigerated at home but not at restaurants?
So I have
bottle.
learned from Zach's brother that this is just a big debate in general. Because Zach's brother or my brother-in-law, I don't know. I feel like I can say hates. Maybe he doesn't hate it. Maybe it's just like
I
a
would say
preference.
hate.
But I feel like he hates refrigerated ketchup. He always has the ketchup in the fridge. But the thing that I don't understand is when it comes to mustard, that can be refrigerated, and that doesn't have to stay in the pantry.
does that make
And I'm like,
sense?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm like,
ketchup
who
pantry,
has?
mustard fridge.
Yeah, I'm like, who? Well, I think he does both, but he's
I know.
okay with mustard being in the fridge.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, who's okay with ketchup? Like, ketchup has to be room temp, and you keep it in the pantry. But the mustard you can keep in the fridge. I'm like, I don't understand that.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, it says on the bottle
To
after
refrigerate.
opening refrigerate.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
I don't know if it
maybe
does.
restaurants-
I'm pretty sure. Hold on.
think-
Let's look it up.
Okay,
Let's look it
sorry.
up.
Let me do a
But
little
yeah,
clickety clackety.
That's
on the
always been a
internet real quick.
huge debate at
It
our
really has
household.
been. But no,
Like,
Presley, I agree with you. It's just like, why
maybe
is
they
this a thing?
maybe they go through it quick enough to where it doesn't matter.
maybe.
Maybe. I mean,
I
it's,
can't imagine they have a spreadsheet.
I mean, if you're doing
of all
Heinz,
their
it's like high
ketchup.
fructose corn syrup, some
mean-
tomatoes, vinegar, and like more sugar. So I mean,
Is ketchup a smoothie?
Hold up.
It is.
Hold
I'll
up.
fight that.
In terms of, this is coming from the internet, in terms of safety, there's no real need to refrigerate ketchup. Tomatoes and vinegar, the main components in ketchup,
And sugar.
help preserve the condiment at room temperature due to their natural acidity. So if you prefer your ketchup warm, go ahead and leave it on the pantry shelf.
yeah, that does make sense
Wow.
because again, it's
Alright.
like sugar, tomato, vinegar.
That's
So
true.
it can be
Yeah.
kept out.
So maybe something in mustard you need to refrigerate.
I'm
No,
weird.
no, something in mustard you don't, because that is literally just mustard seed and vinegar.
That's true.
Oh,
So
no.
yeah,
Well,
that doesn't make sense.
maybe they're-
No,
yeah.
it doesn't.
Heck.
See, I'm weird. If it's from a restaurant,
Also,
I
love you,
like
Trey.
warm ketchup.
Really?
Room
Gotta love you,
temperature.
Trey.
But if it's at home and I'm putting ketchup on something, I prefer it cold. I don't know why.
I have never thought about that.
Interesting.
It's
Okay.
really weird.
Yeah.
Anyway,
It is.
Um,
All right. Number
talk
3.
about ketchup a lot on this podcast.
We do. Well,
It's a
ketchup,
staple of
it's a-
the
it's a-
United States.
Ketchup is a popular
is.
thing.
You think?
I'm starting to
Was
get
it
tired
made
of it.
here? Is ketchup made here?
I don't know where ketchup originated.
Feels like everything except burgers and sandwiches are made.
Aren't you tired of ketchup?
That's like
too?
the
Oh, I hate it.
condiment.
I hate
Yeah.
ketchup. I
no,
can't
Zach
do
just
it.
doesn't like ketchup.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
I
different.
don't. I used to eat
starting
it
to
so
get
much
tired
as a
of
kid. I just can't do it anymore.
Well,
respect that,
along
actually.
the food line, number 3 is: have you ever wondered if you've bought milk from the same cow twice?
I have never wondered that before, Presley.
Oh, that's good.
Yo, they should start putting the cow's name on each gallon
They
of
should.
milk.
I
to
think
see.
I think they do in some place. No,
Maybe some organic.
I,
Oh
I've
my
seen
gosh.
something on the internet that they do that with steak.
Yeah.
No.
No, okay, now that makes me sad.
That is
But
sad.
with milk, I'm totally down for that.
Oh, you know what? There's a local dairy farm close to us
Yeah,
too,
yeah.
that has like really good milk and chocolate milk. I wonder they
Yes.
should start doing that.
They
'cause
should,
They
yeah.
start printing this thing on every single like milk bottle,
Hmm.
and it has a little quote on it, and it'll be something stupid like "Friday is the best day" or like
Yeah, they'll
"Today
always-
should be moo-tastic" or all
This
Yeah, it
that.
always
cow
has
came
something
from
like
Daisy
that.
from St. Louis, Missouri.
Yeah.
Thank you, Daisy.
Thanks for calling in. Number 4. TAG stands for touch and go. TAG.
Wait, does
touch.
it
Oh,
actually?
like the game tag.
Oh,
Is that
I
that
don't-
true?
I don't know.
I've never.
My-
Let me do another
My-
Google search.
Google it.
My-
Google it.
Wow.
My idiot self is like, why does that stand for tag? It's like on a mattress or something. Like, that doesn't make any sense. But then I'm like, oh, wait. the game
The
tag,
game
not a
tag.
mattress tag.
You're it.
No, you're it.
Yeah, you're it.
No touchbacks.
All right.
No, you realize that it's touch and go after you go?
Dude, it
after you
is.
touch?
It actually
It
is.
is?
Really?
So, wait, this isn't a Presley thought then. It's actually just a fact.
It is a
It's a
fact.
Presley fact.
Have you guys ever seen that movie Tag? I've always wanted to see it.
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
really
That
good.
movie, Touch and Go?
Dude,
Yeah.
So it's got the same.
what? What? I've spent 21 years of my life
What?
not knowing tag stands for touch and go.
I heard about this a couple years ago. I
That's
just forgot about
mind-boggling.
It is.
kinda
What?
Well, so you think about it, it's just tag. You're just tagging people.
Tag.
But
touch,
it's
and
your
go.
house.
I do want to see that.
So they
movie,
say,
though.
touch
I
and go,
have
you're
chills.
it.
What
Really
in the
good movie.
world?
Didn't we see that movie together, Smith?
What?
We did.
Tag.
Yeah.
That was really good.
It's got
That's
the same
based on a
actor
true
that plays
story.
Hawkeye.
yeah, that's the
Yeah.
best part.
Mar-
Did y'all know that?
Yeah.
It's based on a true story.
It is.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Tag is okay.
Yeah.
Now I have to.
Well, of
There's
course,
a-
Zach, everyone's played tag.
That's the one, the group of friends, right? Yeah, so there's a group of friends that played tag for years, and so they would go off and not see each other for like, I don't know, months or like a year at a time.
Wow, what friendship!
And they would just tag each other like, "Oh, you're it for this year," or something like that. It was based on a true story.
Yeah, like they would get together periodically and continue their game.
And try to make it like, I don't know. It was almost like they were trying to make it to where like, oh, they're not gonna think about it this time, and just kind of like pat you on the back. And you're like, oh, he's it. Yeah, that was fun. That is a good movie.
Yeah. Wow. And there was the one dude that's never been tagged in the whole game. Yeah.
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
cool.
I really have to see that movie.
Yeah, we're watching that later. Let's see where we at. Number 5. When you take notes in history class, you're technically rewriting history.
I've seen that.
Oh
before.
yeah.
Oh wow.
That's
No, that's true.
so
I like
true.
that.
That's
so
so
cute.
cute.
Oh, you're so adorable with your note taking in history.
What teacher says that?
I wish I
I'm
had a
not
teacher.
a teacher. But I will say my history teacher, it's funny that you bring this up because for my history teacher, I loved my history class, but when I took at community college for U.S. history, one of the assignments we were given is we could either do an in-class writing assignment or we could go to the movies and see like some historical movie. I forget exactly what it was.
Cars 2.
Cars 2, Lightning McQueen, big moment in history.
Yep.
Right.
But no, we went to go see some historical movie. It had to do with, I forget exactly what it was, but it was some with like the Nazis, how a lot of them went to like Argentina or whatever afterwards. But and we had like this sheet to fill out, like, oh, like who is the main character, who is this or that. Like you just have to fill out something to basically show that you actually watched the movie. But after we got out of the movie, one thing I forgot is that for part-time, my history professor worked at the movies. And he was at the movie theaters there, and I was like, oh, hi, professor. And I was there with my parents because they wanted to see the movie too. So he's like, oh, hi. And so he's saying hi to my mom and whatnot. And here, Leighton, I'll be the professor. You're my mom. This makes perfect sense, of course.
I feel very
All right,
You
do
have
a
an
good
assignment.
impersonation.
Be a good.
got this.
So Leighton was like, oh, hi.
Hi there, darling.
Hi. So no, I just really wanted to say, like, I just want to talk about this movie and the historical impact
still
of
shaking
it.
her hand.
So I just want to say
He's still shaking
I
his
just want to
hand.
say a few things here.
Still
So I
shaking
just-
his hand.
Is that
Let go of the hand.
No, I'm not joking you. My professor shook my mom's hand with my stepdad there for like a minimum 5 minutes. And that's not over
serious?
exaggerating it. Yes.
Oh, I remember
Yes.
this. Oh,
Yes.
your poor mom.
Yeah, no, shout outs to my poor mom.
What a long and awkward handshake.
Yes, it was for legitimately 5 minutes. She brings it up from time to time.
Oh, wow.
Like
would.
just.
And
That
also,
is-
I wasn't trying to make fun of your mom. I don't know what your mom sounds like.
Oh no, I didn't. Oh no, I
my
didn't.
feminine
No, I didn't take that as that. No, I don't care about
Okay.
that.
Oh my
You-
gosh,
you weren't
I
doing
just
anything.
realized
Shout out.
something. We're like giving like semi-traction. This is my official shout out to the waffle lady.
Oh yes.
We love you dearly.
Yes.
It's a total inside joke. No one's gonna get it, but for Evan's mom. shout out
Yes,
to Waffle
it's
Lady.
for my mom. That's all the context you need.
That's all it is. But yeah, that's crazy. Like a 5-minute handshake. I can't imagine just how sweaty my palms would get. Ew.
Did she try to pull away?
Yes. No, it was very weird and very awkward. And he just kept talking and talking and talking. And I'm just there, like, staring at the handshake, just like,
How
Let
did it
go.
is it
end?
going to
of
end?
my
I don't even,
mother.
I think he finally gave up or had to go back to do something for his job. Like, I don't even know. But just whenever some with like history class or something like that, or like taking history notes, whenever that gets brought up, I always think, oh yeah, my history professor held on to my mom's hand for a very
my
long
gosh.
time.
You're not still in this class, are you?
No.
Okay.
It was my
Just
first semester at
might
community.
have just
It was my
failed.
first and second semester at community college. Oh no, I got over 100 in both classes. I loved
yeah.
it. I loved the
But
class itself. but-
Speaking of your mom, let's go to another family member, your sister.
Oh yeah, my sister.
Shout out Jamie for bringing this Jamie thought to the podcast.
Yeah.
Yes.
Jamie
Yes.
thought. The first Jamie thought.
Jamie thought.
First Jamie
we were
thought.
about to record, sit down, and you were like, "Hey, Jamie just sent me this." And I was like, "We're putting it in."
We're putting it in.
When you clean a vacuum, you become the vacuum cleaner.
Absolutely
Yeah.
beautiful.
Wow.
Kind of like when you wash
Or-
dishes, you are the dishwasher.
Yeah.
Oh
Think
yeah.
about this. Say you have a vacuum cleaner, and then you have a smaller vacuum cleaner to clean
You
that
are
vacuum
the
cleaner.
vacuum cleaner.
So you are cleaning the vacuum cleaner with your vacuum cleaner because you are a vacuum
But
cleaner.
what cleans that vacuum cleaner?
You,
The,
Is it just
the
you
cleaner,
going
the
back?
vacuum
It
cleaner.
ultimately goes back to you.
Oh.
Same thing like
I thought you were saying you take a vacuum to clean a vacuum.
Yes, you have a vacuum, all right? You have a main vacuum, and then you take a smaller vacuum to clean that vacuum. And because
Okay.
you
Why in the
yourself
world would you do
are a
that?
vacuum cleaner,
So I
you
did understand
are
this.
cleaning
This
a
is
vacuum
crazy.
with a vacuum cleaner because you are a vacuum
Ow,
cleaner.
my head.
Wow!
How did-
Presley has corrupted me?
I was gonna say this one from a Presley
Welcome.
thought and or Jamie thought, I guess. Shout out to Jay. To just Zach going all Inception like about his
Heck
different
yeah, man.
about all his different vacuums to clean the next vacuum to clean the next vacuum. It's gonna become like the world's smallest violin.
Vacuumception.
You know what's-
It's gonna become the world's smallest vacuum. It's gonna be like clean the vacuum.
You know what's funny is you kind of explained it like I would explain it.
Yeah.
I know, it's just kind of scaring me.
Presley's
We're being
gonna lead it
corrupted.
cold.
Yes.
Number 7, our final Presley thought.
Okay.
Technically, if you think about it, you only have 5 minutes to live, but every time you breathe, it resets the clock.
I've heard this one. I think you said it. That one's good.
So you can go up to 5 minutes without
what-
breathing.
That's the max I've heard someone being able to hold their breath. Don't do it. The average is.
well,
2
I
minutes.
know underwater some people can hold their breath longer than 5 minutes, but
Oh,
it's
I ran out of breath.
yeah,
first.
that's no, that's scary. I don't even want to.
The longest I
That
ever
one kind
done
of freaks
it
me out for some reason.
before I had like a lot of asthma problems later in life. I think it was
hair.
like a minute and a half.
I never
Hair.
even got. And the longest I've been able to hold my breath underwater. I can't talk. Was 30 seconds. That was the
Really?
longest I could do underwater. I cannot hold my breath.
Never go surfing.
Yeah.
No, I love the ocean. I never surfed, but I love going to the
Surfs
ocean.
up,
and whatnot.
dude. Just drowns.
Yeah, did you know that surfers have to train? Because like if they don't have breath
goodness,
training
yes.
and they go surfing and there's like really bad waves, they
course.
can
Yeah,
die. Really
especially if there's
quickly.
like sleeper waves or something.
It's not
like,
that hard. You just
Oh,
take
is that
a
like
board
the
and go
Undertale
surfing.
thing?
Do they
This
think?
is how
Do
they
they
have to
think?
train.
Do you think they teach them how to like get away from things in the water?
I'm sure they probably do.
I mean,
Probably.
I would assume that's.
I
a
would hope
section
they
of it.
would, but I mean,
away
how
from
much
the
training can you really do for that?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, good job, Presley.
Thanks.
Presley,
Thanks,
we're-
Jamie.
Yes, thank
Yeah,
you to
thank you,
Presley. Thank you
Jamie.
to Jamie. We've so now for back-to-back episodes of Presley Thoughts, we've had a
Some
guest
agreements.
Presley Thought.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, going along with like deep thoughts, they aren't Presley thoughts, you know, that'll just kill you and cause controversy, but just thinking what you would do in certain situations and how that would play out. What'd you say?
We
He
didn't
just likes
say
to make
He's
faces.
just making.
I love making
Yeah.
faces.
that's what Zach does half this podcast,
Yeah, you're right.
If
and
you
he
don't
also
watch-
hugs
He likes
Presley.
touching me.
If you
He
don't
does.
watch the video version,
Why?
you're missing out.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, just for
Shout
anyone
out to
who's
YouTube.
just listening right now, Zach is caressing Presley, like kind of like
Oh my
I think
God.
that's an HR violation.
I think I want to get
Hey,
up
there's
and
no
leave.
HR yet. I have plenty of time.
Can we get an HR department?
Can we get an HR
Anyway. All right. So I have a few here. I'll do some of these. First one. So if you woke up from sleeping right now and you were 6 years old again and realized that your life until then has all been a dream, what would you do?
Oh my goodness.
Gosh, cry and go back to bed if possible.
Yeah.
I've
I think
actually
that's what I
thought
would do.
I've actually thought about this.
What would you do?
Sometimes I'm like, what if I'm just in a dream right now?
I have thought that.
Man, I've had some realistic dreams.
simulation.
I don't know. I feel like I would cry and then pray and then cry again because I'm so tiny again.
And then
Yeah.
touch your head, which isn't bald yet.
I would probably go talk to my parents. Actually, I
Oh
know
yeah, Zach would have an
exactly-
afro.
Yeah,
my
you would
God.
have hair.
I would have hair. All right, we got to figure out how to make this happen. Don't
No,
pinch me.
I feel like just because of how I was as a kid and seeing where I'm at now, which is not to say like, oh, I wish I was, somewhere else right now. I would take playing sports more serious than I did. And I used to already take it serious, but I would take it even more serious to try
That's
to
fair.
like get in the big leagues, whatever sport I was going to play.
But then what about the podcast?
There would be no
Hey,
podcast.
there's a lot of athletes right now that are starting podcasts.
That's very
That's
true.
fair.
We're actually pretty late to the podcast.
We
wave.
really are. We're very
Little
late to the
bit. Little
podcast
bit,
party.
but that's okay.
Actually.
It's okay.
That's fine.
People
Alright.
enjoy it. We enjoy it.
It's blown up recently.
But I don't know. I feel like just going back on that, I would probably go like sit down my parents. You know, because like you look at a 6-year-old and you think not mature, doesn't know much, not smart, whatever. And then you would just sit them down and you're like, listen, mother, father, I have lived a life of pain, and I have come back to share my experiences with you. I am not Jesus. I'm merely a follower, but I am going to share my experience.
Mom, Dad, 14 years from now, I will be completely bald. Someone help me.
Oh my gosh. I would love just a 6-year-old going up to their parents and just being like, 14 years from now, I'm going to be fully bald.
I've had dreams before where I'll like wake up and then I'm in like another dream. And then
Oh,
I'll
I
wake
have
up
too.
from that. That's crazy.
No, that part is
I've
weird.
probably told y'all this, but I had a dream once where I was trying to sleep in on a Saturday. I was probably like 15, 16 at the time, and I kept having this dream where I would wake up and start my day. And I would do it, and I would wake up, I'd fall back asleep, but I didn't know it. So then I would have another dream about waking up, and then I fell back asleep. Then I had another dream about waking up, and then I fell back to sleep. And it actually lasted for a long period of time where I got up, I dressed, I showered, brushed my teeth, went to go, I guess to band practice or whatever I was doing at the time. And then I woke up.
Maybe you were dreading getting up or something.
No, it was Saturday. I was sleeping in.
Oh.
So I finally said, screw it. I'm done sleeping. I have to get up now because I'm just going to keep having this dream.
And then you woke up again.
And then I woke up again. It actually happened like that.
I really like thinking about like dreams and going into detail on those. They're actually really interesting.
They are fun to think about.
Schmier is he has a minor in psychology, and so he knows a little bit about this.
He's like
so he can
really
go
smart
into
now,
it.
guys.
Now?
Now, he wasn't before. It's
If you thought
only
he was
now.
smart
He's a
before.
smart guy.
No, he is a very smart guy. It was just funny the way you phrased it.
But yeah, like I had a dream. You remember this, Presley? I had a dream, or multiple dreams, a few years ago, where 3 nights in a row it was the same exact dream, but different people in the situation.
You want to explain that situation?
Yeah, so we're at this camp, and so someone like told us, like, all right, we're gonna go and look for this thing. He's telling all the campers, we're gonna split y'all up into groups, and you have to go look for this thing. And so, like, one time I would be with, like, let's say Presley and Leighton, and before we would start to go look, they would all look at me and just go, Evan, you have to find this. You have to. And in my dream, I'd be like, okay, and we'd like walk and go on, and that was it. And then the night after, I had another dream the exact same way, but it was like,
Schmear
let's
crew.
say like Cooper and Schmier.
Yeah.
And then the night after that, the exact same dream, 2 other people, and they're like, Evan, you have to find this. And after all that happened, I decided to like do some research on what like stuff like that can mean. And so basically I found that so during that time, I was debating whether or not to transfer schools. And I was trying to find like the solution and find the answer. And so that made a lot of sense because that was on my mind constantly.
That sounds terrifying.
And so not long after that, I kind of made the decision like, all right, the sports are my passion. Let's transfer and do this thing.
Well,
It's very interesting to
sleeping
think
on
about
that.
dreams because a lot
Yeah.
of dreams do have a meaning to it, like your subconscious mind.
Yeah, but then some dreams have no meaning.
Oh,
at all.
right,
Like
right.
a giant SpongeBob is terrorizing New York
Yeah,
City. and
it's
you're
like
Spider-Man.
I had a
and you have
dream
to
one
take care
time.
of
I had a dream one time that Slender Man was my uncle.
That's
Well, is he?
terrifying.
I don't know. He could be.
Oh.
Could be.
That could be a
He
dream
is.
come
I've
true.
had several
Oh my
dreams.
gosh.
But some of the best dreams I've ever had are when I'm like Spider-Man or Superman.
I had those when I was a kid.
I
still get those.
I
I'm not
never.
kidding. I probably had one last month.
Well,
It's
speaking
amazing.
Speaking of superheroes, if you were a superhero and you could choose any person to be your sidekick, who would it be and what would their superpower be?
Oh.
Anybody.
if I had to pick a sidekick, and what would their superpower be?
Uh-huh.
Zach. Superpower, baldness.
He just like takes his hat off and just shines.
Super shine.
Super
Right?
shine.
You like
and then
that?
they just fall over. You just shine.
So
It's like that
light
SpongeBob
beam.
movie where like, my bald.
So is this like at the end of Raiders of the Lost Ark, to where they open up the Ark and just everyone's like, oh, and they all start melting?
Oh my gosh, guys.
We
All
say
right. Well,
about
next
that.
hypothetical, we
I don't-
answered the
yeah.
question.
It's okay, I like my
I
bald.
know which superhero.
No, I feel bad for
superhero's
Zach.
abilities
I like
I
my
would
bald.
want to have, but as a sidekick, I have no idea.
You can be famous, one of your friends, whatever.
Sidekick, Jesus. Powers, yes.
Powers,
Sidekick.
yes.
Mario.
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 So what? He could say Luigi and then fall over and die.
What if
Bopping.
what if you had like Morgan Freeman as your sidekick?
Yes.
But his power was just to manipulate people's thoughts.
Narrate
like, okay,
your life.
He already
what I
does
was gonna
that.
say.
yeah, like
Yeah.
just listen to me right now. You should not be
Wait, why do
angry
you-
about this thought.
Wait, why do you sound like Colonel Sanders when
Colonel
you say
Sanders. You
Oh
can
my
get-
gosh, you do!
Oh yeah, I'd get
finger licking good.
Come try our new
tenders
famous
and a
Impossible
fiber.
Chicken.
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Sounds like Colonel Sanders.
Well, that's a new thing I just figured out I can do. All right, that's fun. If you KFC, if you need a new little mascot, I got you, baby.
Just give you some
on.
white hair and a white goatee.
Yeah.
Oh.
Anyway,
What were we talking about?
Superhero
sidekicks.
sidekicks.
Sidekicks? Joe Swanson.
You just said Mario.
Joe Swanson.
Joe Swanson.
I'm just throwing
another
out a
one.
bunch. What about y'all?
I'm trying to. Leighton, do you have any off the top of your head?
Not
right
a
now, or-
serious one off the top of my head.
Wait, no, but it doesn't matter if it's serious
Well,
or not.
just
You have one?
Zach's.
Oh, sorry. Okay. I see what you mean
That
now.
was, yeah.
I'm trying to think. I don't like that everyone's staring at me right now. I feel a lot of pressure.
While you're thinking, I was gonna say side comment. Which superhero would you be?
Let's
I
not
would
get
be
into that yet.
Spider-Man.
Oh, is that next?
That's next.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Well, spoilers. Wow.
Sorry.
Sorry. I
already spoiled mine.
That is a tough question.
No,
but
it is.
It's
It
fun to
is.
think about.
I don't know what happened to my voice there.
You okay?
Died.
Oh, okay, moving on.
All right. I think I would pick William Howard Taft, and he just
Again,
use the
well-
superpower.
I just really like Taft.
Yeah.
I think he would have the power to just summon bathtubs. I think.
For the
Just drop it on.
Like those old cartoons where it'd be like an anvil or a piano or whatever, and it'd drop
Just
on
a
them.
bathtub.
It'd be like that, but with a bathtub.
Or
Wait,
another
but
one.
William Howard Taft is in it and crushes whoever.
Exactly.
Michael Jackson.
He is not going to be my sidekick. No.
All right, so kind of off the superhero thing again. Based on, so this isn't for you, other people, but based on all of our personalities, what superhero would we be? Like
okay.
actual superhero. What?
Batman.
Shmev, you would be Mr. Incredible.
Why?
Yeah.
I don't know.
can
I
see
could
that.
just imagine you as Mr. Incredible.
I-
Maybe
I
it's
could
because
see
you
that.
kind of resemble his features, but
Well, personality-wise.
personality-wise, I don't know. I feel like you
saying I
got
have
some
the
Mr.
person-
Incredible in you.
I don't think you have the
don't have
personality
the
of Batman.
personality of
I
Batman.
I can see that. Or like,
Personality-wise, though.
Personality.
Like, he looks like Andrew
Andrew-
Garfield,
yeah, I was
but
gonna say
it's not, he doesn't mean, that
Personality-wise,
a lot of
I don't know. You could probably be
mannerisms.
like Aquaman. I can see that.
I don't know enough
You're a
about
lame
him.
Zach, why did you
superhero.
I
just
think he was
insult
talking to
him?
you.
Me?
Sorry, what?
You talking to me or is it?
Kinda
No,
look like
that's
Jason
so.
Momoa.
That's well, okay. The Jason Momoa thing's a compliment, but Aquaman isn't.
Leighton,
I know exactly who you're going to say.
you would be
know.
Flash.
Yeah.
Or
I can
or
see
Dash.
Leighton being
Or
Flash.
Dash.
Yeah, I could totally
Or
see
Dash.
that.
Just
or Dash.
sporadic.
Everything comes
and
back
like-
to The Incredibles.
Yeah.
don't
Leighton's
know,
like
Evan.
quick and like jerky with stuff.
jerky.
And like a
really
squirrel.
like a squirrel.
Like a squirrel.
Oh my gosh.
His favorite. Oh, man.
Me and Evan would just be Barnacle Boy and
Mermaid Man and Barnacle.
I'm down for that.
Evan. I don't know who you would be.
Yeah, who would I be?
Maybe like Magneto. I don't know why that's coming to my head, but Magneto.
But okay, if we're basing this off personality,
Honestly, like a Spider-Man, to be honest.
Oh, really?
wow.
Yeah.
Do I live a secret life?
Like,
Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man.
You're friendly.
Oh
You
my
live in a
gosh, yeah,
neighborhood?
that would
I
totally
mean,
work
because
out.
Spider-Man is like he's an intelligent guy and like,
And he's
I
like
don't
a
know.
little bit nerdy on
little
the
nerdy
inside.
on the
and
inside.
He's good looking.
I need to find an
People
MJ
don't
right
know
away.
it.
No,
Oh, wait, no,
yeah,
except then she's
Spider-Man.
gonna fall. So
No, that's Gwen.
Oh,
Catch her.
that's Gwen.
No, see,
Well,
that's
Gwen
mine.
died.
That-
but
yeah.
spoilers.
Yeah, you.
Yeah,
If you haven't
yeah,
seen
Spider-Man
it, I
for
know.
you.
I would
been out
either
for like
be,
8 years.
I don't know why. I'm not selfish, but I've actually thought about this before, personality-wise. Either Tony Stark, probably,
Or Batman.
I would want to be Batman, but I don't know.
I think
I
so.
could see
or
that.
You
Andrew
don't have the dark
Garfield's
edge to pull off Batman. I'm sorry.
Andrew Garfield's interpretation of
Yeah,
Spider-Man.
more of an Iron Man, I feel like.
Yeah, Iron
because
Man
lot
would
of
suit
the
well
person-
because you're
You-
like quippy. And
You're
like,
handy
quirky,
and you
yeah.
can like make things yourself and stuff.
Yeah.
And the personality thing too.
Okay, I'm curious. What do y'all think about me?
Oh, I was actually
Oh,
gonna
wait,
have
go
a
on,
different
Presley.
thought.
Yeah.
No, I just had to like, if any of us could be this one person, who would be the raccoon from Guardians of the Galaxies? I want to know
Presley.
who would be the raccoon.
Oh,
I don't know.
I think
don't
it'd
know.
be you.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be
You'd be the
That does
raccoon?
make sense.
You'd be
All right,
right.
That makes sense.
That's what I'm saying
I can
Zach
see
is
that.
now. I'm not even going to comment on ones that would make more sense. Zach, you're a raccoon in space.
Who would I be?
I think Mr. Incredible.
still
I don't know
going
why.
back to
That
Mr.
fits really
Incredible.
well.
But why?
Like you seem like you could. You're just you. You have like
Yeah.
a
Words.
plan. You have a plan, and I feel like you could use super strength to your I don't know
Advantage.
advantage. Yes,
And
that's
you
the
have
word.
very
I don't know.
broad
I don't know.
shoulders.
Mr. Incredible.
So like because of my
Your
planning abilities,
facial structure,
Personality-wise.
overall leadership skills.
Okay,
I feel like overall leadership
I
skills.
feel like
really.
we could do better than Mr. Incredible though.
that's a cool one though. I'll take it.
Okay, I
It
mean, like
is,
if we were to
but,
go
like-
Marvel though, what would it be?
Or DC.
Or DC.
Oh, also, if you
If-
guys have thoughts, put it in the comments.
Yeah.
Yes.
that's
If
me
you're
too.
saying leadership wise, like who's a superhero that is
Like
a leader.
Superman. You'd be Wonder Woman.
You could honestly be well. you could be Thor.
Thor?
Oh,
Thor,
Interesting.
maybe.
I think
Thor
personality
has a
wise,
leadership.
He has
quality.
a leadership quality. He's funny. Like he you
has
and
a
him do the
hammer.
same.
Funny dude.
You and him do the same thing where like you can make something that normally wouldn't be funny
Oh,
like
yeah.
really funny.
That is very true.
That is so
Yeah.
true. Sometimes
Hey,
when
I'm-
he says things,
He's
it's
Thor.
it just hits
I'm
different.
cool with
and it's
that.
funny.
I like Thor. What about Zach though? That would,
I don't know about.
I don't know. Rocket's not.
Actually, no. I have a
Yeah,
good one. Guardians of the Galaxy. Here's the main character.
Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt.
Star-Lord.
Star-Lord. Yes.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
could be Star Lord. You could because of your music taste and your
Oh, yeah,
quirkiness.
very true.
I am so
And-
honored right now.
Yeah.
You're like
Thanks,
you
that's
have
good.
an idea for like what you want to accomplish, but while you're accomplishing that thing, things would just go just
Or
weird
like,
and
and I'm super clumsy too,
Right.
so that would totally work.
yeah, that actually makes a lot of
guys.
sense for
And
you.
then you could just have your raccoon as your sidekick.
What about villains? Do we
That's
have-
your sidekick.
Oh, villains.
Villains.
Though.
Oh.
Wait, sorry, what?
What
Villains.
villains? Can we cover that in a short amount of time? You think? Villains?
I don't care. I think we need to talk about this.
Like I said, I'm going to shorten these questions down, so we have time. We're good.
Yeah. Ooh.
Okay, I'm gonna say this: Thanos, who has the twisted ability to have an ideology to kill millions?
Schmirker.
Schmear.
Yes.
Oh no! Then then that would equal me
That
because
is
we're
so
apparently
true.
similar.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's where you two differ. Though.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's where we differ.
Yeah.
'Cause I wouldn't
Oh my
wanna-
gosh, that just fits so well.
Why did we
though.
both think of
Schmear,
that?
you are Thanos.
You are
Man, we need to have him on the
Just now.
podcast. He's
We
Yeah.
a
do.
great
We
guy.
absolutely do.
Okay.
right.
Joker.
Joker.
Who would
Joker.
be
I don't think
No
anyone's
one
crazy
definitely
enough.
you.
No.
I don't think so. No one's
I could
crazy
be.
enough. Like
I don't-
Joe. It's hard to compare people to Joker.
Yeah.
Well, plus you're saying that they
They're just
literally came out
mentally
of
ill.
an insane asylum.
Right.
Yeah.
So.
Well,
Well, actually, we did
actually,
say
we
that
did
Presley.
say
Actually, you know what?
that.
Never mind. Presley is Joker. Never mind. I
was
take
gonna
back what I
say,
said.
If I went full form Presley thoughts, I don't know what would happen.
Yeah. What about Loki?
okay. Ooh, I don't know. I
be
actually have
late
a
in
I have a
mischief.
thought for myself,
Really?
Okay.
and it's just because
for it.
okay, for me, I feel like I could be like Venom, because I can change like not really just my full personality, but I can kind of change what I need to act like in a lot of different situations. Like what
shapeshifter?
I'm a very different person when I'm like at work. I'm like very like customer service voice. I am an introvert, but whenever I'm at work, you would really think I'm an extrovert. I can talk to anybody without like
I've seen him work. He does have a point.
yeah. So
need
I
to
think
come
I
to
could
your
be like a
work
Venom
in
because I can
disguise.
change the way I act in a lot of different situations.
Yeah.
That's my
That's a good
thought.
one.
Y'all may not agree with that, but I think that's
I can see
No,
your
I can
logic.
see that. Yeah.
I can
I
see
see
the
it.
logic to it. What are some others? There's lots of good villains.
I
just
mean,
can't-
Loki was one kind of one I was thinking of.
Well, I said Leighton for that.
Oh, Leighton?
Maybe.
King of, oh, I could see that. You could definitely be a king of
Little-
mischief, especially
little-
the way you
little
play video
mischievous.
games and always tricking us.
Yeah.
juking and dodging.
A little mischievous.
Yeah.
Mischievous.
Just
Yeah,
Mischievous.
that's pretty good. I like this.
I have
Here's
one for Zach.
Oh, who's Zach?
Uh-oh.
Sandman. Because
Really?
you would get misunderstood. Like you're trying to do something. You know how Sandman was misunderstood?
Yeah.
He accidentally, like you're clumsy, so accidentally freaking fell in that sand thing, and then the whole time he's not really trying to like be this bad guy, but he's just misunderstood because he does things not on
Fits a little
purpose.
too
I mean,
well.
the same could be said about Andrew Garfield's version in his universe of Electro. They
Yeah,
both
yeah.
accidentally fell into a thing of eels. Was a really nice guy.
But then in this newer movie, he kind of flipped the
was-
switch.
Yeah, not so.
Not so nice anymore.
Yeah.
No. Wow.
That was good.
Green
I
Goblin.
like that. Green Goblin.
That's another tough one because he's
That's
insane.
insane.
He's kind
We're
of
just
like
all doing Spider-Man.
Split
Who cares about other movies? It's all
like
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man's so iconic and it's on everyone's mind.
Well,
because of
it's on everyone's mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, new movie.
Leighton would be
and it's
Catwoman.
iconic.
Agile.
wait.
Agile, hot.
This
I'm
man's-
like torn between a compliment and a woman.
that is one good-looking man.
Thanks.
That was
But I'm a
weird
woman?
stare.
He's doing
Yep.
the staring thing again.
Me too,
Catman.
buddy. I just
No, that was actually meant
no,
for a
wait.
joke. I didn't even mean that be
I'm
serious.
so weird about that.
You could be what's the cooler version of Robin?
Actually, the Riddler for you. I feel like that would
that
be a
might
good
fit.
one.
That might
Okay.
fit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How so though?
Or,
I don't know.
I don't do.
Well,
You're
I think
wearing
it's
green.
because you get very when it comes to serious situations that are high stress, you're very analytical and concise.
Well, thank you.
You're smarter than you would think.
Thank you.
Which is kind of a backhanded compliment. So,
Yeah.
That's like, thank you. I think. Thank
Save
you.
that for the next segment.
so he's Catwoman, he's the Riddler, and
What's that villain from The Incredibles?
The Underminer.
No, the other.
No, the other one.
Electro? No, Syndrome.
No.
Yeah, Syndrome.
Syndrome?
Like
Yeah.
Syndrome?
Oh, with
Oh,
the.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
With the-
okay.
Johnny Test looking.
Johnny Test.
All right. What's next?
Let me roll through some of these.
Wow.
Also, you have to forgive me. I'm pretty stuffy today. I have this sinus headache thing going on. So, for all you listeners, here you go. That's me.
Just have a clear voice.
What song would be the theme music to your life?
Oh, I know for you, the Spider-Man theme song.
Yes.
From the original trilogy.
I want. Yeah.
2
Yes,
seconds,
that's
guys.
schmazz.
I mean,
Well,
Is this
don't
explicit?
play that. Don't play it.
No, we actually can't play it.
We can't?
No.
No.
no, Zach, this is
Copyright?
going to be a
Copyright.
video. You can't
Copyright.
play music.
Dummy.
But what is?
In West
He is
Philadelphia,
bald.
born and raised.
Okay,
there
so
we
that
go.
would be it. Except that's your theme song, even though that isn't your life at all.
Just because
It's your life theme song.
In Middle Tennessee, born and raised.
Oh my
But
gosh.
all right.
demonetized.
Yeah.
At my friend's house where I spent most of my days getting off the bus at the wrong place.
Oh, that's pretty good. Shout out to episode 7.
Yes.
Wow.
Anything?
I
on
don't
that?
know.
Yeah, it's hard.
Wait, for me, I mean, it would be a bit more of a serious one. I don't know if I know Zach has heard it. I don't know if you guys have. There's well, they're not that new, but a new-ish band called AJR, and they're a band of brothers. I think it stands for Adam, Jack, and Ryan. And there's one song called "Turning Out," to where it's just kind of like, oh, like who you're gonna be or who you're gonna like. Who are you? And it's like
really
you're
good
still
song.
turning out, trying to figure out who you are. I highly recommend a listen. I very much like that song and just AJR in general. So that I know not a lot of people probably know what that is, but that
that's a
would
good
be
one,
my
though.
answer.
You want to know like a serious answer I have?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the Beatles song, so don't get too like crazy.
Here we go.
This isn't even one of my favorite
Leighton
songs.
triggered.
Listen, this isn't even one of my favorite songs, but it's got a good meaning to it. So it's a funny name. There's a song called Obladi Oblada, and it comes from like a different language. So basically, the meaning of that saying is like things happen in life, but it goes on. Like it's always going to go on. And so, like to me,
Got a
hits
quote.
home because when bad things happen, like I can get myself down pretty easily. You know, overthink, like I've said. But at the end of the day, like stuff happens. You just got to get through it. Life goes on.
Dwight
So-
Schrute said that, something along the lines of like, will I get over it? No, but life moves
Yeah.
on. Something like
That's
that.
very true.
Did you just
Something like that.
reference a Dwight Schrute quote, but you made it serious?
It can be.
That was
Sometimes.
impressive, actually.
It was more of a serious quote.
I guess
I
so.
didn't even catch that.
Or he
He's
was
got
like,
a couple where it's
yeah.
like serious.
Or he's like, will I ever get over it? No.
Yeah,
But
something
life
like
moves on.
Yeah.
Do y'all have any? It's hard. It's a tough
I have
question.
another one that's kind of funny, not serious. You know that song that's like tiptoe through the
Yeah. Just because you're scared of.
Just because of how clumsy I am and how terrified I am of like random stuff happening. For instance, the lights when I lady screamed last
Last
episode.
Oh, yes. Oh, my gosh. If you have not seen that moment from
That
last
was
episode, please watch it.
entirely unscripted.
That was not scripted.
Amazing.
That wasn't fake or anything. That was. I'm still a little freaked out over it. I think Presley has powers. Don't say it.
I mean, we're in a church. It's the Lord's place.
All right. So let's move on to the next thing. So we got a little thing that Zach's gonna try to kind of lead. Little segment he
yeah.
came up with. So go ahead and explain that.
So now there's a couple different ways we can do this, but I'll go ahead and explain the game. So I came up with a game that we're going to play today called Triggered. Now, we have all been friends for a long time now, and I think we have all kind of gotten an understanding of what makes us, a little triggered. So the object of the game is to pinpoint one person and try to figure out how to get them angry, yelling, or literally like visibly ticked off. The point is not to be mean, but to be triggered.
Yes.
So
There
we
is
have all come up
apparently-
with different things that we're
Apparently
gonna.
a difference.
There is a difference. Being mean, and getting triggered is a
I'm
little
gonna
bit
make you
different.
cry.
But we've all came up with different ones for each and every one of us, and we all left the room to decide what that would be. So I figured we kind of kick it off. You know what? Why don't you guys do me?
Okay.
No time limit, but
Did you write them down?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've got a
we can write
couple.
'em down. Yeah, we've wrote them down.
Y'all just jump in here, kick it
Yeah.
off. Zach, you have great hair.
Luscious.
Take that beanie off real quick.
Show us that long, luscious
Yeah,
hair.
take that beanie off. Hold on. You can't see it yet. Can't see it yet. Hold on. Ah, there it is. The back gaze got the little U going on.
You know what?
Oh,
Can we just all talk about how AC/DC just has the most innovative and best drumming that there is out there? AC/DC drumming. Like, can we just please
No,
all
hold
talk
on.
about how
Let me
innovative that
let me
is?
talk about a good drummer.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Ringo Starr.
Ringo Starr is the best drummer.
Excellent.
I can't do this.
No, for real. I mean,
Oh my gosh, that was so quick.
Mission
There-
accomplished.
Well, I didn't
There's a
even get
reason.
to mention like Neil Peart or anything.
oh, he's.
Yeah.
Yeah, Neil Peart is like Ringo Starr's so much better than him.
I mean,
no.
there's a reason the Beatles are known for one of the best bands of all time, if not the best. Okay,
Triggered.
chill, because you almost made
is
it.
this mic still working?
Yeah, we're good.
An overreaction, but that's okay.
You know what? Speaking
Well,
of music,
it's a good thing Zach came up with this segment because he got mad
actually
real
triggered.
quick. My gosh.
5 seconds.
All it took was Ringo freaking Starr.
Speaking of music,
best.
though,
right.
Logic is just overrated.
Extremely.
Yeah, Logic is just
ridiculous.
Like, you know, wait,
This is so
did you guys
easy.
know that he's biracial? I didn't know that.
I did not know
He
that.
never talks about that in
Fun
any of
fact.
his music.
Oh, I didn't know that.
No.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, I just
Anything
he's
else?
just- I don't get
Harder
it.
to trigger me. I'm not gonna lie.
That was
Can you
easy.
take? Can you take one more?
I don't know. Okay. All right. I may have overreacted a tad. I apologize, folks.
Maybe.
You know.
Like, maybe just a
entertaining.
little bit.
I mean,
Maybe not. No,
Okay.
No,
All
it's
right.
proper.
All right. I'm
It's
ready.
proper.
All right.
Zach, you were driving, killed a cat, and cried.
And you did. Look at him.
Wow.
Okay, I'm done.
And then
I'm done.
he
That's
got
all-
out of the
that's all I
car
have.
and checked on it.
Wow.
He's
one
never
might-
going to want to do this again.
On
That
New
might have
Year's
been a
Eve.
little over the line.
That was,
it's okay.
you know.
No.
It's okay.
And he
buddy.
did.
I did. It was entirely on accident.
Oh, come
It
on
was
now.
late.
Shut up.
Look, you
Oh,
saw.
there's a cat.
It was late
Double
at night.
points.
I think it caught
man.
itself in the rim.
That is awful.
we don't need details.
We don't need to know.
I cried.
Okay, that's all I
cried
had.
really hard.
I'm done.
Okay. I think
it.
Zach has been through enough.
Oh my gosh!
All right, we'll do Evan next.
I legitimately thought to myself, man, it's gonna be hard to get me triggered. No. Wow.
We went from just bald head to drumming, and you were just so upset.
We started
The
off.
bald head thing was funny. I was trying not to laugh.
We started off very, very soft serve.
Oh.
Very easy. I mean,
Wow.
that was just going to be said. We say it every episode
All right.
multiple
Yeah.
times.
I can't
very
believe you
true.
remember
We'll
that.
go with
turn?
Evan next.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
We're going. Okay.
Ready?
I
Yeah.
probably won't.
ready?
I may
Hold on.
crack.
I
probably won't crack.
I need
quite-
a second.
No,
I was
you
gonna say,
don't.
I might crack. It's not going to be as easy as Zach. I can promise you that much.
Okay.
Okay.
Ready?
Evan.
Okay. Yes.
Smile.
Smile.
Evan hates his
Having his
picture being
picture
taken. I'm going to save that.
That
We'll
is
put it
true.
as my lock screen.
You're holding yourself together
I
really
actually
well.
take a picture. Yeah.
No, no.
Okay, I can hear
Pose,
that.
Evan.
Zach, you
Pose.
realize that this is all being recorded right now, right?
Yeah.
Golly, you got a lot to
Golly,
delete.
that's a lot of
right.
pictures.
All right.
Zach loves me.
That's all I had.
That's all you had.
Does anyone else have any?
Oh, Zach. has some.
All right.
Oh,
Evan.
Zach has some.
Okay, Zach.
You know what I just love going to the store and picking up is a pint of plain mint ice cream. It's so easy to find.
Yeah. And it's not even that good, though.
And well, I will say, I like mint ice cream with chocolate chips is definitely way better, but it's just so easy to find the plain mint. It really is. So I just always have to get that. Another thing, the Illuminati. How real is that?
It's so real,
It's so
dude.
real.
It's
I mean,
extremely.
you gotta give it to them. Those guys have been working hard for years, and it's been confirmed by many presidents at this point,
Oh, yeah,
hasn't it?
like all of them. That's why JFK got
also,
assassinated, obviously.
Let's just say this: Tennessee has the best Chinese
so
food.
good.
It has the best Chinese food I have
is.
ever had.
Yeah.
Like, I guarantee you, if I fly to China right now, it won't be as good as the stuff here.
Oh, I'm sure.
No difference.
Yeah.
No difference.
And you know what else? You know what else?
What?
Pokemon sucks.
It's terrible.
It's terrible.
It's probably one of the worst video games of all time.
Yeah, I
There's
don't
like
get it.
no way to get sentimentally attached.
No one
to
plays it anymore.
No one even plays
Yeah,
it.
Names
no,
are just stupid.
No one plays
yeah,
it.
it's not like a new Pokemon game just got released and it's like the biggest game out there.
5
right now.
years
no one
ago,
plays it.
but-
Water's not
Pokemon's
wet.
dead.
You know how
5
that
years
goes.
ago.
Yeah, water's not wet.
It's not.
Water's not wet. I don't
not
care
wet.
about that argument.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
Sounds
Legend
like
of
something a
Zelda
triggered
is
person would
just
say.
about the worst game of all time.
I thought that was Pokemon.
Pokemon's a close second, but Legend of
Okay,
Zelda
you're really
really
not
is up there.
I mean, you're really confusing yourself there.
Yeah, well, that's
It's
fair.
triggered.
That's fair.
Triggered.
But yeah.
All right.
Dang!
All right, well that's good.
Nothing.
You had a lot.
He's about to run out the
Like,
room.
oh my
He
goodness.
really
No, I'm
kept it
good.
together.
He holds himself together for so
So,
long and just.
Evan, you want
Come on.
to explain the mint ice cream thing?
No, the mint ice cream thing is that also, Sophia, are you listening to this? Okay?
Yeah,
Think
shout
about
out
who your
Sophia.
favorite Steve is. No, I'm joking.
Whoa,
it's still
whoa,
dual reigning.
whoa,
It's
bro.
still
I have
dual
Sophia's
reigning.
Too far.
Oh, excuse me. It's dual reigning.
All right, they don't understand this. Get to what you're gonna say.
Okay, sorry. No one understands anything I just said, but no, just I was hanging out with Zach last night, and I meant.
Sorry, it's from when I threw the ducks.
Okay,
I finally
just for context, why I stopped talking, Evan was now they're. You know what? You guys
got
can
ducks
explain
on
what
We
their
have
heads.
ducks on our head.
Yeah, they have the rubber ducks on their heads for
So,
anyone who's
anyways,
just
mint ice
listening. Okay, I'm not going to look at them. Hello, wonderful viewers. Okay, so I was
No,
with
look at
Zach
us.
the
Look at
other
us.
night.
Look at us.
And
Look at us.
shut up. I was with
Now
Zach
it's just
the other night.
awkward for the viewers. They're just looking like, come on, talk
right
to us.
into your
Well,
eyeballs.
Fine, I won't look at the viewers then. Okay, I just let me talk about my complaints.
Are you triggered? Are you
I'm
triggered?
so
Are you
triggered.
triggered?
I'm so triggered. No, just with plain mint ice cream, you can't find it anywhere. Like anytime you go to look it up, or like, oh, where can I get this? Plain mint ice cream is impossible to find. You can look up and you can find a million different recipes for it. Recipes for plain mint ice cream are super easy to find, but you can Google plain mint ice cream and you cannot find it. If someone can find it, please like put a comment, send us like, please send me
Oh, yeah,
something.
we've looked
I
everywhere.
will be your biggest supporter.
That's why
I
you put
can-
ice cream in the chat last night.
Yeah,
That makes so much
well,
more
That was
sense
a little
now.
different. But
Oh yeah, but yeah,
Yeah.
that's why. Yeah, there was
Oh.
a specific ice cream thing that I found funny when I tried to look up plain mint ice cream and
Yeah.
something else came up. But
All right.
no,
Yeah,
just
hard to
I-
find.
you cannot find it, and it's so infuriating.
All right.
And it needs to be a
Is it,
thing. How has not a single company come out with plain mint ice cream?
Can
Now to late.
Let's do Leighton.
Okay.
Oh, it's my turn?
It's your turn.
I don't think I'm going to get triggered. I don't think there's anything.
Leighton
It was-
doesn't
it
seem
was
like the
tough
type of
for
person to
you.
get triggered,
You
yeah.
know what?
Leighton.
Pretty easy going, I think.
Just let me do one.
Okay.
The Beatles is the
I knew this
best
was
band
Yep.
of all time.
And it's not really a debate.
It's not a debate. Actually, like, no cap, like, outside of this trigger, it's not a debate.
It's not a
I
debate.
actually agree
It's
with
not
you.
a debate.
You know,
Oh,
Triggering
it's a
him.
double
It's not
one.
a debate.
Yeah. If y'all can explain why, like why?
I calmly disagree.
Why? is it because you were raised
Well-
like telling people telling you that, or do you actually have your own opinion?
Were you raised on a farm?
yes.
Personally, I just don't really like their music that much. I wouldn't
Why?
never listen to it. I don't like their sound.
This
I don't
is
like
all right.
the.
That's fair.
That's fair.
Yeah.
But you know the argument that I
only
always bring up. You like Queen.
Yes,
The
Different.
biggest
That's
influence to Queen was the
Different.
Beatles.
correct,
different.
but they have a completely different sound.
You know, the biggest
Completely.
influence to rock and roll is jazz, but you don't like jazz.
Correct.
No, I don't mind jazz.
Aren't we supposed to be trying to trigger Leighton here?
Yeah, anyways,
What happened?
sorry.
We're all triggered.
Well, it's a good point.
Leighton?
Yeah.
I'm not. You know.
I don't like Sonic's pretzels.
I'm more disappointed in that. It's like you're just missing out. Sonic
what?
pretzels are good.
Facebook is amazing.
It's the best.
It is
Dude,
the
it's
best
actually
social
dude, I
media
love
platform.
the
Funny.
people on
really is.
Facebook.
Oh, okay, that's
They're so
funny.
I enjoy
kind.
talking to all of them.
That's
and
funny.
You know what? There's really, outside of Facebook, obviously, no future in technology. I mean, really.
That's
No.
true.
who would
Technology
put
is going in the
themselves
toilet.
Into
No.
school for technology right
This
now.
this
It's
may be the last
very-
podcast we'll ever record. Because
Yeah,
it's just
honestly.
it's
I
going
mean, you
nowhere.
saw the lights
After
go
this,
out.
it's
So, I
just
mean,
carrier pigeon.
technology.
That's
is
all
already-
we're doing.
Exactly.
It's against
Okay,
us.
that's
It is.
funny.
That's
I
all.
enjoy that.
Oh, and also
I have more.
cheese is just mold and overrated.
It is. It's all mold, and to be honest, if we had to pick a best one, it's definitely blue cheese.
Yeah.
It has to be.
I actually don't mind it.
Okay, it's not blue cheese. But let's say that.
Goat cheese is awful. Goat
Sharp
cheese, yeah.
Blue cheese.
Yeah,
I haven't had that.
and not to
Did they
mention,
make it sharp?
Sharp. I actually have no idea.
can we just talk
No, that's
about
awesome.
that? Dates have to be the best dried
my
fruit.
gosh.
Dude, again,
Dude.
Leighton, I just want you to picture this right now.
Yeah.
Picture a brownie. It's filled
Right.
with dates.
Yeah.
Just so many
Just a
dates.
date brownie.
Okay, and you just take a bite out of it. Come on, Leighton, like play along. Like you have your brownie
Yep,
here.
yep, you
and
got
then
your
you just
brownie.
go take a bite.
You got your brownie.
Now just imagine tasting that right now. Doesn't it taste so good?
It tastes like funky brownie.
Gunk.
Gunk.
Gunk. Just.
Funky
beautiful.
mess.
It's beautiful. It tastes so good, though.
Have you ever had a raisin and date salad?
Yeah, it is amazing.
No.
So good.
Yeah, and let's also think about this. Sonic pretzels, absolutely garbage.
We already said
Yeah.
I
that.
actually.
Listen,
yeah, he
Zach.
said that.
No.
I actually looked up.
We killed Leighton.
Oh
He
my
just
throat.
choked on his own discontent.
I looked up dates the other day, and like how I was saying, like, you know, what's their taste?
Yeah.
And they say on the internet that they're sweet or whatever, and apparently they get more sweet as you let them dry.
Interesting.
So maybe I just need to let it dry for a very long time.
That's fair.
Yeah, I guess
And make it like a raisin, because I actually like the raisins. I just don't like dates. Okay.
You-
Anyway, sorry.
Cannot take a loss
No, you can't.
ever.
No.
Ever?
Well,
Most
If
times
there's
you cannot take a
90% of the
loss.
if you
time.
think about it, we were playing
disagree
Fortnite
with
the other
this.
night,
Well, that's
and
a
you got
video game.
absolutely clobbered.
Plobber?
Okay.
Clobbered.
Okay, I see what you're saying, but I disagree. I don't think I mean, I'm
I mean, yeah,
competitive
that's fair.
for sure.
You're definitely competitive.
I'm
I
very
am too.
competitive, but I don't think I take it to the point to where I'm like,
You get.
well, I get mad, but it's Fortnite.
Triggered.
I mean, that's just like that's a video game.
Right, exactly.
But
Triggered.
I wouldn't
And-
actually get mad at someone
That's fair.
like
And it is.
outside of a video game. I don't think. What?
No matter what, no matter what you do, there is someone out there that is always going to be better than you. There is a group of
Yeah.
people that you are inferior to.
thing.
I told Zach that this one wasn't.
No, no, no.
I know that. Like, yeah,
Dang it.
Yeah, when
I'm just-
Zach said that one, I'm like, Okay.
I'm just competitive, but I don't.
Yeah.
You're just one. You like to be better. Whatever you do, you want to be the best. Which is
Layton,
nothing wrong.
could you
with.
just take things more personal from now on? Jeez.
Sorry.
So far-
I mean, I am just so
Layton, you
triggered right now.
triggered
I cannot believe this.
Can you fake cry for a thumbnail?
I feel like Zach has gotten more triggered during this segment than
Dude,
Layton.
So
I'm
far.
like, shocked that I got like, oh.
No,
there's
you
still a
actually
duck in
got
my-
triggered though.
Oh yeah,
There's
there's
a
still
duck in your beanie.
You're the only one that's gotten up and stormed out.
Oh,
Stop
I wasn't
throwing my
expecting
ducks. Put them down. Let them
Those
chill.
poor little ducklings that have thrown around this
All
room.
right,
That's a cheetah.
it's my turn.
Is it Presley's turn?
pressure time.
All right.
Let me have it.
Okay.
Wait, you're just gonna skip me?
Well, to be fair, we've been doing
Oh.
like this pattern.
You're
so.
last. We did it.
Oh, I thought we were
You know
going-
what? I actually agree with Shemev. Let's do
Well,
Presley last. I think
Oh,
that
I don't care. I was just like, oh, we're doing
We'll
Evan,
save
Layton,
the
and
best
Mouse.
for last.
Do we have more
Okay.
for?
Oh, that's fair.
That's fine. That's fine.
Presley.
That's fine.
And
I'm
he
sorry.
is.
I didn't mean
Yeah,
to
we
hurt
have
your
some
feelings.
for Presley.
Triggered.
We love you.
All right. Well,
And now he's triggered. That was the
Oh no, I was
That's
just,
his trigger
I was making
face.
a Zach face.
Okay. Does
right.
anyone else want to start it off?
I just have one thing I want to say real quick.
I already know one of them.
Well, of course you know know multiple of them. I just gotta let you know, like
Let him know.
I hate Joey Votto.
Dude, Joey Votto
He's so bad.
is-
He's missed so many pop-ups at first
Not
base.
to
Like there's been at
mention-
least 1,000 of them that he's just missed. Plus, isn't he bald? We hate bald.
What a what a terrible guy. Honest to God, that dude doesn't care about his fan base. I've seen videos of him lashing out at fans.
Yes.
It's terrible.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
He's a terrible guy.
So is Pete Rose.
Right.
Pete Rose, really, I mean, he doesn't deserve to be in the Hall of Fame at all.
Fake.
Neither
Speaking
does
of
Barry
Hall of
Bonds.
Fame, Tom Brady is
Tom
the
Brady,
best quarterback.
The best quarterback.
all time.
All time.
Okay,
Number
this one you
one.
know. I'm about to. No, I'm just kidding. Okay,
Don't
but
lose it.
I
He's
do
coming
actually
out of
like having this
retirement.
conversation. Like, if any of you actually have, some of you keep up with football, some of
Sure.
you don't.
Yep.
If you have an argument, please hit me.
To why Tom Brady's the best?
Why is he the best of all time?
I don't have an
I
argument.
don't because I don't like him.
Well,
that much.
No, I
who would
don't
you
like
say
him.
is the best of all time?
Well, I wanna hear y'all's.
Doesn't Tom Brady have more rings?
So is Bill Russell the best NBA player of all time?
Yes.
Yeah.
Different sport.
So, rings. If you're,
I don't-
I
that.
believe that players need to be judged by era in sport, not by best of all time.
you can't help that. And
No.
50 years from now, when
Okay, but,
someone
like,
gets
this
8
is-
rings in
And
the
Tom
Super
Brady
Bowl,
will still be the best.
This is why you can't compare, like, literally which would be the best of all time, LeBron James and Michael Jordan. They grew up in
compare them,
completely different times of basketball and completely different eras. The three-point shot is way more value nowadays, which entirely changes the playing field. Like, I could really go into this, okay?
but sports evolve and people evolve with the sport.
Exactly, which is why it's different. You can't tell
Yeah.
how Michael Jordan would have evolved now or how LeBron James would have done
Right,
back
which
then.
is why it's also hard for in football to say best quarterback of all time.
You have to keep that
because
in mind.
25 years ago, Joe Montana was looked at as the best, and he was a different era. Now it's a lot more passing.
You're being really defensive.
Oh, you know I'm defensive on this. I will argue this to my deathbed.
Peyton Manning should have been kicked out of the NFL.
For
Hospital passes.
hospital pass. Oh,
Hey, you know what else? Debating politics is really beneficial.
It really is.
I do agree with
we
that.
change people's
Just not for
minds
me.
all the
Yeah,
time.
in fact, we're going to start bringing it up on the podcast
Wow.
right now.
Just deflect.
University of Tennessee should be banned from the SEC.
Their fans are the worst.
for what they did in football last year,
Oh
you have a point.
Just get triggered.
I don't get
Zach,
triggered
every
easily.
single time we tried to trigger Zach got triggered. Then Zach tried to trigger all of us, and he ended up getting more triggered than me, than Layton, and than Shmev.
I know this is his idea.
This
but
was his idea, and
I'm
he's the
so
one that's
disappointed right now.
I mean, I get triggered at Tom Brady, but
That's fair.
Yeah.
I'm also kind of used to hearing that, but I have my own idea.
Also,
on it,
I don't understand what your problem is with putting sheets on the bed. It's so simple; they never
Really
come
is.
up.
It's
I don't
so
know what your
simple.
issue is.
so. Honestly, it is. I'm just an idiot.
It doesn't work if you
my
agree.
God. All right. That's all I got.
I told you, I don't really get
I'm
triggered.
empty.
No, I don't get triggered either. For me,
my turn.
next time we do this, we should totally have it to where it's just the person has to stay like flat faced. Like you can't laugh or like anything. Like you just have to stay flat.
Challenge accepted.
Oh, for this whole time? Okay.
Oh.
All right, what's Presley's?
All right. It's
Who
time
wants
for
to kick
Presley.
it off?
I didn't write any of this down.
I didn't write anything down either.
Oh, I did. I think I
Here,
forgot.
Zach, do you want to start us off then?
Sure.
Thank you.
Presley, bud. Hondas sound their best with no muffler.
Absolutely.
That's
they
true.
do.
Without the
100%.
muffler,
Yes.
they
I
sound
I
the
just
best.
love hearing them run down the road.
You need to take yours
with the
off.
pedal to the metal.
You know, down
buddy.
the freeway, Presley, they sound so
Heck,
good.
you
down
know what?
that.
Dual straight
Freeway.
pipe. Why not? Just do it to them. You know what
What
I mean?
you're doing right now with yours
I mean?
is just wrong.
You know what I mean?
Here, also, Presley, I just gotta say, when it comes to music, synthetic reads are obviously the best in
They
all
are the best.
situations.
They are definitely
like,
the
just
best.
Yeah.
The
The
longevity,
tonality,
the sound,
How much they
just,
like.
This is
They
coming.
have so much.
obviously the best
They have
reads.
so much depth when you use synthetic reads.
This is coming from someone that doesn't know a lick about music, but even I can say it's true.
Yes, synthetic reeds are
Exactly.
indeed the best, and not to mention, I mean, saxophone. Who plays that instrument?
Right.
Exactly.
For the love of the Lord.
Like they
It's
think
the
that they're
easiest
so
instrument
cool,
to
but
play.
it's just like,
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Like you
Yeah,
have
it's-
the triangle and you have the saxophone.
yeah.
Basically.
Triangle.
Triangle beats it any day.
Right.
It's a triangle.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Try to draw a saxophone. You
like
can't.
the
Try to draw a
cowbell.
triangle. You can.
Oh, and not to mention, squatted trucks make you so cool.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, why recline the seat when
That
you can spend
triggers me.
$15,000 to raise your truck?
Right.
That's just so cool. Not to mention when they play their music really loud.
Yes.
It's amazing.
Also, Presley, you know how in customer service, just you have to acknowledge that the customer's always right. They're always the best when it comes to that. The customers never mess up with anything. Okay,
Yeah.
it's always your fault.
It is
Customer
always your
is
fault.
I
Always
just want you to
right.
know that.
Yeah.
Actually, going off the car thing, I think because I have a Camry. I think what I'm going to do is lift my Camry.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
add
yeah.
add the underglow under it and everything.
Yep.
I think that'll
Yep.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
that would look
Yeah,
great.
yeah,
Yeah, I think that'll look
honestly.
great.
Okay, the
Honestly.
underglow is kind of cool.
Yeah, I'm actually on the side of underglow in that one.
Okay. So that being said about the customer service thing, I mean, that was a great point. But
Yes.
let's be honest, angry, woke, middle-aged white women are
Right.
just better than all of
Right.
us.
Otherwise known as
Karen.
Karens, yeah.
Yes, they are just better than all of us.
most of the time they have a great point. They're
Yeah,
just
they
looking
do.
out for other people.
They
and
really
themselves.
do. They're looking
Yeah.
out for the betterment of others and society, and they're doing the jobs that the troops just can't.
Right.
Exactly.
They-
and their,
they
no, and
can-
their children, you always say, you don't do that, Johnny, and our safe word is
Yep.
dolphin. And guess what? The children listen.
They
They're
listen.
not doing it.
They
okay, dolphin
listen.
works.
They
Presley.
complain, so we don't have to.
Exactly. And you know what? We need to commend
That
them.
is
Thank
a-
you
yeah.
to all
Thank you,
Karens
Karens.
out
Yes,
there.
thank you.
That is
Presley,
a
Thank
true
you.
American
Presley, can you
sacrifice.
please thank the Karens out there?
out there. They're more brave than the troops.
Thank you, Karen.
Are you kissing your mom?
Wow. Okay.
He's doing more than kissing it.
I'm doing great.
That-
Is that it?
Yeah,
That's all I got.
I could literally spend the whole hour, whatever, of the podcast debating Tom Brady.
We know.
I
We
could.
know.
No, we know.
We
Yeah.
know. That we
my
honestly,
goodness.
All right, hold on.
Oh, and now
Y'all
we get
have
triggered out
no
of
idea
nowhere.
how happy I am that he's retired.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah, no, I was really
So
hoping that I could.
happy.
I looked up Tom Brady retirement because I was like, is there any chance there's some like fake article out there that's like, oh, he
That's
came
what
back
they
and
thought, but he
yeah,
did. He-
yeah, I know.
yeah.
I was wanting to find a fake article or something so I could show you and be like, look, he's still gonna be in the NFL, but
oh,
yeah,
man.
it's not.
Y'all have no idea. I jump for joy.
Yeah, Shmev has always really not
Hate
liked
it.
Tom
Oh,
Brady.
I could
What a guy.
slap him across the face.
Okay, the customer is not always right.
Yeah, this
No,
is
working
true.
Lies.
working in the customer service industry.
Lies.
You working out, Bubba?
Yeah, actually, I
Wall.
just practice getting triggered, and it just like makes me.
Yeah, he tenses up
Tenses
so
you
much
up.
that the
Yeah.
muscles just exactly.
Oh man.
All right, that's all the time we have. Hopefully, y'all enjoyed that. Thank you again for all the support we've been getting
Yes.
lately.
Oh, yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. Seriously.
Also, again, like I mentioned this in the first part, right? About them
you?
sending us questions. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, yeah,
Again,
definitely.
if you guys have any questions at all for us, we'd love to answer. So comment on our YouTube or TikTok or
DM,
Instagram,
whatever
DM,
works.
whatever works. Or if you're on the Spotify or Apple Podcast version, just go over to whatever platform you feel like and just ask us some questions.
The
what I'll
_
probably
PT podcast.
what I'll probably do is take this right here and turn it into a TikTok and post it, and so people can comment on that video and put it on Instagram too,
Yeah.
and so people can comment on it like that. But yeah, like I said, this will only work if you actually send us questions,
Right.
and we want to answer them.
We do.
A little Q&A thing. But yeah, we really, really appreciate you guys. Thanks for all the support we've been getting lately. This is cool. But like I said, this is just the beginning.
Yeah,
we have a lot of ideas and plans for this thing.
No. Okay, that triggers me.
Yeah, we need to end on that.
Now we're ending the podcast.
All right.
We're thank you guys.
Without further ado.
All right, yeah, thank you guys, and thank you for joining us for a session of awkwardness.